Hello and Assalamualaikum. Today our group going to present the building performance and energy efficiency of residential homes in Malaysia. Okay, my name is Maria Ilyana Natasha binti Mazlan and my group mate, which is Hanan Ilyana binti Muhammad Zainal, Nazatu Ashikin binti Nazli, and also Muhammad Azim bin Muhammad Zaki. The content for this video is the first one we're going to talk about building background. The second one is about the data collection for 1 year. The third one is about the comparison for the data collection. And the last one we're going to talk about the improvement and also the suggestion for the case study. Building background for house 1. Okay, this is the modern terrace house, which is located at PT 4524 at Kampung Rasa Uban, which is in Pasir Mas, Kelantan. Okay, this building is in a single family home and has been built for 4 years. And the homeowner for this house is Mazlan bin Mamad.
So for the next, I will explain about the case study too, which is my case study. So my case study is located in Johor Bahru, Johor, which is Taman Center Indah. So the house owner is Mr. Muhammad Nur bin Jaafar, and the year of build is 2012 and end of the 2016. So this house is 960 square feet area, and the house is type of terrace 2 stories, and it's type also the residential type.
Next, for the house number 3, which is located at number 33 Jalan Permata, Taman Maharaja Lela, 36,000 Teluk Intan, Perak. The type of the building is the double-story terrace house, which is the owner is Encik Nazli bin Ahmad. The basic requirement for this house is 1 master bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and 3 toilets. For the year of the building had built was on March 1998.
Okay, for building background for house 4. House 4 is located at 1112 MH Platinum Residence, number 2 Jalan Gombak Sejahtera of Jalan Gombak, Setapak 23,000, Kuala Lumpur.
Data collection for 1 year in house 1. Okay, the highest energy consumption for entire year, which is 12-month period. The highest one is in May 2021. This is because of this month start with higher temperature, and it starts from the 35 Celsius to 38 Celsius. And because of this, the required payment for the electrical bill is 162 ringgit and 14 cent. And the total usage of energy that used in this month is 465 kilowatt. And the next one is in August 2021, which has the lowest monthly energy consumption, which is using only 352 kilowatt, and the required payment for the electrical bill is 103 ringgit and 2 cent.
So for the next is data collection for case study 2. According to the figure, energy consumption in August 2021 to October 2021 is the lowest energy consumption per month from the rest of the recorded a month, average which is 90 to 110 kilowatt only. For modern terrace house that have average insulation, using the fan is a one choice as the temperature will be really low. So some of the energy used for mechanical ventilation can be reduced. So the amount as received will be bill to be paid is only 90 to 110 ringgit Malaysia. In November, December, January and June, the house recorded the energy consumption usage at average 350 and the second lowest of the usage from the 12th month. From November, the usage of the electrical appliances increased because Encik no family recently at the house all the day. So the amount electricity bill to be paid is only around 120 to M196. For the February, the energy consumption is really high as the temperature in this month started to become extremely hot. The hottest temperature for the day in this month is around 35 Celsius. Since the house less mechanical ventilation and natural ventilation, the air in the house will be extremely hot. The fan will be switched on for the longer duration with high speed, and also the aircon will be turned on. So the appliance's surface will be absorb the hot air, and which might make the component of the electrical application generate more power. So the amount of electricity bill to be paid is only M96.220 only.
Okay, based on the bar chart given, the average of electrical bill for Encik Nazli's house is between 100 to 400 ringgit. The highest power consumption for this house is on November, which is 946.566 kilowatt, and the bill amount is 430 ringgit. The energy consumption usage in the month become the highest because of the user of the house used exceed consumption of cooling system electrical appliance such as air conditioning. It is also because of the appliances in unplugged can increase the electrical bill. For the April 2022, the highest energy consumption is by house number 2, which is 476 kilowatt, and the amount is 160 ringgit and 48 cent. The lowest one is by house number 3. It shows for the energy consumption is 245 kilowatt, and the amount is 190 ringgit.
Okay, for the data collections for house 4, the highest energy use in house 4 is on April 2022, which is 335 kilowatt hour with amount 95 ringgit 6 cents. And the lowest energy use is on May 2022, which is 269 kilowatt hour with amount 66 ringgit 65 cents.
Okay, for the comparison for data collection, okay, this one is the comparison between month of August, September, and also October for 2021. Okay, the highest energy consumption between these three house is 352 kilometer watt, 656 kilometer watt, and also 441 kilometer watt. And the lowest energy consumption for this 3 months is 110 kilowatt, 98 kilowatt, and also 105 kilowatt, which is the range for the amount or the electrical bill to pay is within 100 until 102. The range amounts for the electrical bill is between 90 ringgit to 300 ringgit.
For the next set is the comparison of data collection between house 1, house 2, house 3, and house 4 from November 2021 until January 2022. So for the November, the highest is house 3 with energy consumption 946 kilowatt with the amount of 430.50 ringgit measure. And for the lowest in November 2021 is house 2 with 300 kilowatt only, and the amount is 250. So for the December 2021, the highest is house 3 with energy consumption 470 kilowatt, and the amount for monthly is 157.99 ringgit measure. And the lowest is house 2 with energy consumption 250 kilowatt with the amount 120 only. So for the January 2022, the most highest is house 3 with use of kilowatt 823, and the amount is 235.99 36.55 ringgit measure, and the lowest is house 4 with 270 kilowatt, and the amount is only 66.98 ringgit measure.
According to bar chart given, they show the energy consumption for house number 1 until house number 4. For the highest one is by house number 3 and the amount is 233 ringgit 70 sen, while the lowest one is by house number 4, which is 334 kilowatt, and the amount is 94 ringgit and 54 sen. For the April 2022, the highest energy consumption is by house number 2, which is 476 kilowatt, and the amount is 160 ringgit and 48 sen. The lowest one is by house number 3. It shows for the energy consumption is 245 kilowatt, and the amount is 190 ringgit.
For comparison of data collections in May, June and July, the highest consumption is house 3, which is 570 kilowatt hour, 836 kilowatt hour and 936 kilowatt hour, with amount 200 ringgit above. And the lowest for May, June and July is house 4, which is 269 kilowatt hour, 292 kilowatt hour and 270 kilowatt hour, with amount 80 ringgit below.
Okay, this is the suggestion for improvement house 1. The first one is to replace the old equipment with the energy saving ones. The second one is to turn off the light and use the Windows natural lighting for lighting. Next is to keep in mind to turn off any equipment or appliances after being used, and also reduce the use for appliances with significant energy consumption. And the last one is to turn off the ceiling fan whenever there is no one at that space or in the area.
So for the next slide is about improvement and suggestion. So the first one is switch off power. So when the electrical appliance is not useless, switch off the power. So simply switch off the power is disconnected the main plug. This help you to save the 30% on the electricity bill. So the second one, switch to energy saving appliances. Not only is cheaper, but home appliances with energy efficient label, they can even halve your energy consumption at home. So the last one, use natural lighting. Lighting for a significant amount of energy costs, and using light from the sun is intuitive way to reduce your energy consumption. So the three, all of that is suggestion for me for this slide.
For the improvement and suggestion, for the house number 3 is reduce the electrical equipment for use by 24 hours, such as an extension. For example, just add the new one plug at the kitchen, it only for refrigerator. The second one is turn off the lights on daytime. Your owner must create a timetable which is to make the occupants become more responsibility. And the last one is make a maintenance schedule, which is to reduce the electric bills. The owner must do any maintenance work, especially for services equipment such as the air conditioning. It will make the electric bill decrease immediately.
For the improvement and suggestions for house 4, use the air conditioning less. Reduce use of the air conditioner within the home could result in a significant energy saving. Second, disconnecting the power shower. Even though cold water is utilized for the bathing during the day, the power shower was always on. The energy consumed to keep the power shower on all the time may be safe if it were to be turned off whenever it was not in use. Third, use less lighting. Reduce the number of lamps that are left on throughout the property area at the night. To address this issue, or switch off the light bulb for more energy efficient one. This might significantly reduce the amount of energy used in the home. And lastly, change equipment or use energy saving equipment. Replace old equipment with energy saving one, especially for a 24-hour user.